Okay, my name's Rachel Price. I'm going to do a demonstration on how you can create curls using the straightening irons. So our client's been blow dried prior to this to achieve a smooth straight look. We've sectioned the hair off just with our centre parting, and we're kind of going to be working through horizontal sections through the back. So when curling with the straighteners, obviously you want to get them at a nice hot temperature, so I've set mine at 200 degrees. And then what we're kind of going to do, I'm just going to create some large curls in the hair. So when you're working with the straighteners, rather than when you're straightening the hair and you'd work in a horizontal formation, we're going to kind of work with the straighteners more vertically. So I'm going to get my section. I'm going to use the plates and I'm going to wrap the hair round, and then I'm going to pull the hair all the way down to the bottom. If you want it more secure, you can re-wrap it back up, and then you can allow the hair to kind of drop. When we're kind of curling with the straighteners, so sometimes if you wanted them all to go in the same direction, you can do, but when I do it, I tend to do one outwards and then I'll do the next one inwards, because I think it just gives you that variation of curl. So obviously our previous one we did like, so this way we're going to do it the opposite way. So again, I've got the straighteners vertically, and by using the side of the plate, I'm going to pull the hair down, and then I'm going to allow it to drop back in place. And then this one, we're going to kind of go outwards again. Obviously, the longer the hair, the more wrap you can get around the plate. So this way, we're going to go that way. As I say, if you want to wrap it back up, you can do. And it will kind of allow you just to kind of get the movement on there. So then what I would do, I'm going to do the next section down. Again, we're going to do quite deep sections. And I'm going to do the same formation that we did here. So I'm going to do one out, one in, just so you can see the different motions. I'm going to be coming in this angle, I'm going to wrap it around, and I'm going to pull the hair through. And again, you just continue doing that up the way up to the top of the head, and then I would allow them to set before I dress them out. Okay, so what we've done, I've just continued the process all the way up to the top of the head, so still kind of working with one in and one out. So on here, we're just going to kind of get a bit of a bend just to finish the top. I'm not taking it too close to the roots because we kind of like to keep that little bit of that root drag. And again, you can kind of use your fingers to kind of wrap it in. I'm just going to do my last couple of sections just through here. The big thing is, remember, just use the side of the plate just to get that bend on the air, on the hair. As I say, if you want to secure it more, you can wrap it through. And again, you can use your fingers to kind of place the hair where you want it to sit. And just our last section here. Okay, so to dress it through, depending on whether you want it set or structured, you could kind of come back through your sections and kind of either break them up individually, or you can kind of go through with your fingers. So obviously if a client wanted a bit more of a structured curl, you can kind of come through and break the curls up individually. So it kind of gives you that bit more of structure kind of coming through, how you want it to sit. Obviously just remember which way that you kind of want it to go and stuff. The other way, if you wanted to create more of a wave, you could come through with your fingers, or you can just use the wide tooth comb, which kind of gives you a much more of a softer finish through the hair. And I think fashion at the moment tends to be with the softer curls kind of coming through. But the big thing is try not to overdress it. Try and keep it where you want it to go. And as I say, if not, you can kind of use your fingers just to kind of pull it into place where the hair kind of wants to sit and stuff. And then obviously just to finish, you can kind of put a little bit of spray just to kind of hold it in shape a little bit. But there you go, you can see by using your fingers, it's just created much more of a softer curl on the hair, so it's not too structured.